Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and today we're going to go through a quick tutorial on the fundamentals of applying waterslide decals. The subject we're applying decals to today is a 30-minute missions EAV submachine I'm currently working on for part of a diorama build I'm making. I firmly believe that waterslides can take a build to the next level, which we'll hopefully demonstrate today. Waterslide decals can be a bit intimidating at first, but once you understand the basics, they really aren't too bad. You'll need some sort of water tray, a paper towel or napkin, a pair of tweezers, a hobby knife, and some Q-tips. You should start by getting some lukewarm water in your water tray. Keep in mind that appropriately warm water will speed up the decal prep process. Before decals, I highly recommend applying a gloss coat, especially if you're applying the decals over paint. The gloss coat helps the decals slide and protects everything underneath. Once you have everything you need, cut each decal with the hobby knife and submerge it in the water. I like to work on decals in pairs because by the time I get the second decal in the water, the first is usually ready to go. Before applying the decal to the surface, I like to use a decal setting agent like Mr. Mark Setter. I apply the setter to the area I plan to apply the decal. I then use the tweezers to take the decal out of the water and hold it over the part around where I want it to go. I then use a wet Q-tip to slide the decal onto the part. I personally prefer to use the tweezers to slide the decal into place. Note that this is a bit risky as the tweezers could scratch the surface of the part. Others might recommend using Q-tips or toothpicks to get the same result. Once a decal is in place, I use the wet end of the Q-tip to start squeegeeing out the water. You must be careful to do this slowly or you risk disturbing the positioning of the decal. If it does move, you can usually slide it right back into place. Once most of the water is out, I use the dry end of the Q-tip to finish removing the water. One issue I sometimes have is that the decal doesn't fully soften from the backer. When this happens, I put the decal back in the water and wait a bit. If this starts happening consistently, it could be a sign you need to refresh your water with warmer water. The other issue I sometimes have is a decal that is positioned and locked into place, but in the wrong place. Don't worry, hope is not lost and you may still be able to adjust this decal. I apply more setter to the decal and carefully try to move it. If I've done this soon enough after the decal set originally, I can usually reactivate and move it, taking the same steps as before to lock it into its new location. Not shown in this video is the top coat over the decals. Top coat can help reduce silvering and make the decals appear like real markings and less like a toy. That's it for today's tutorial. What kind of tutorials would you like to see from us in the future? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.